Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long offseason to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels...
Game 1 of 272 this regular season. The Thursday night opener, the kickoff game. And the National Football League season begins anew. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
There's just something special about Week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll have the first down. They'll get him up around the 37.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right sideline and complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. He'll keep this himself. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Chicago. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The extra point is good. And the visitors have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter one of week one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the visitors are going to have it just past their 25.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The visitors' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll run it on the inside handoff.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no.
That one intercepted.
Certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The home team's offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
They'll try to set up the screen here. Good pick up of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a 1st down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. At the 9-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Has a touchdown.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. So, 1 quarter in the books in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. All even on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Hill brought in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8. They'll look to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That is hauled in at the 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the visitors will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. To the right side here, pass is caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big.
To the goal line and in for the touchdown. The kicking team on for the extra point. His kick is good. And his guys are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 2nd and a yard. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And He's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Slot receiver headed right. On 1st and 10. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. They're all set to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Completing that one to Carter. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And out of the gun, he'll throw to the left side in the hands of Hill.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On comes the punter now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. So we are at halftime here in the Thursday night opener of the NFL campaign as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games.
And no rest for the weary.
Well.
Let's get right back to it.
These guys are in for a
begin.
battle, taking on the Buffalo Bills.
This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection. This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Hill. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the visitors move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14.
Our home team, 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A give, and here's Johnson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down inside the 10. He is in. Touchdown. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is like a textbook methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air one more time. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the visitors are going to take possession here at their own 6.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down, forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's in! Touchdown, Chicago. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through, and the visitors extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Now, faking the give. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Slot man in motion left. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down, Chicago.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Hill brought in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Chicago. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The score, visitors 31, our home team 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in for the score. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He's got his man Carter. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Slot man in motion right. Back to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will finally run him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They bring their tight end right. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Second down, goal to go.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Off he goes. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the season off on the right foot. The winners in the NFL kickoff game, the Thursday night opener of this regular season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.